by you. I'll be your everything, your blue sky. I go to war, fight. Damn right. Even when I've let
All right, welcome back to the Professional Stepdad Show. Once again, I am your host, Franco Zavala. Thank you very much for joining me. This is episode 170 of the show. Oh, man. Sometimes this mic, I'll tell you what. So today's episode, I want to just talk to you stepdads, man to man, mano y mano. And it's going to be short. It's going to be quick. It's going to be sweet. And hopefully you fucking listen. And yes, I'm kind of in your face today, stepdads, because some of you are screwing up. Some of you are sitting around and you are waiting for someone to show up and solve your problems. No one's coming, stepdads. No one's coming to save you. No one's going to feel sorry for you. No one's going to swoop in and dramatically and drastically change your situation so that your blended family is one that is filled with love and respect and value. It's just not going to happen. I'm saying that out loud because for some of you are living in some sort of a dreamland here. I mean, I get it. We all have these ideas and these visions of what we want our blended family to be, right? Of course, I did. I know that. But that vision that you have is so far down the road. And because you are unwilling to be patient and unwilling to do the work, that vision will never come. It'll never take place. You won't get there. And I'm saying that not to try to be some Debbie Downer here. I'm not trying to say that to like try to, what's the word I'm looking for? I'm not trying to say, I don't want to deter you from being a stepdad, from being in a blended family. That's not my objective here. My purpose of today's episode is just to tell you that nobody's fucking coming. Every one of you, not all of you, but every one of you at one time or another. Now, when I say that, not all of you, what I mean is not all of you right now. But for the vast majority of stepdads, it doesn't matter where I look. Online, I listen to shows, I listen to other podcasts. It's fucking complaining city. It's a pity party. And you're wanting people to listen to your story. You're wanting people to hear your problems. And then you're hoping that they can somehow come up with a solution that'll get you to where you need to be. Here's what I do know. I know that the reason that there are 1 billion views on YouTube each day on motivational and inspirational talks and speeches, it's because people want to be motivated. They want to be inspired. But not many people are willing to do what it takes to get to this level of satisfaction and completion as a stepdad, to get to this level of feeling proud and accepted in a blended family. There are not a lot of stepdads that are willing to do whatever it takes without fucking complaining, without expecting somebody else to solve their problem. It's just plain and simple. Plain and simple. You will not be the very best leader, father, and mentor that you can be for your blended family until you can take a step back, look in the fucking mirror and say, it's my fault. This is my fault. Things that are not working right now are my fault. It feels like it's coming from the kids. It feels like it's coming from my partner, but it's my fault because I'm choosing to react a certain way, which is causing me to go down this path of pain and anguish and neglect and resentment instead of seeing my given situation for what it is, which is fucking hard, stepdads. It's hard. It takes work, time, patience, acceptance of being a new you, letting go of the old shit. You are not who you were a year ago, a month ago. You're not your dad. You're not the way you were raised. Everything, the slate has to be wiped clean when it comes to this. But yet, here I go. I go online. I listen to these podcasts and these shows, and all I hear is poor me, why me, what did I do to deserve this? All these little just things that in the end are your fault. It's just, and I know that sounds like, maybe it sounds shitty to you. Maybe you're listening to the show right now and you're going, what is he talking about? How is it my fault that the kids don't like me? What is he talking about? How is it my fault that my wife won't get on my side? How is it my fault that every time I try to be a good parent within my blended family, I get sideswiped by my wife because she doesn't have my back? How is it my fault that every time I feel like I'm making progress with the kids, they go to dad's house or they go to mom's house and they are poisoned again, and when they come back, they don't like me? How is that my fault? This is how it's your fault. It's your fault because you're choosing to allow those outside circumstances to affect the kind of man, leader, and mentor that you are. Set a standard for yourself first before you decide to set standards for the kids, before you demand standards from your family. Set standards for yourself first. Figure out why little things, whatever they are, figure out why these little things are causing you to react in such a way that is just anger and pain and being pissed off and wanting to complain and blame others and just being aggressive and loud. Like, what's causing that shit? Because if you think that you're just going to skip right on through your blended family journey without any problems and then solutions are just going to pop out of nowhere and they're just going to solve themselves, you are sadly mistaken. So get over yourself. Get over whatever is happening. Nobody forced you to be there. No one. No one forced you to raise your hand. No one forced you to step in. No one forced you. You did that because you felt something. You did that because you knew something about yourself and where you felt like your life was headed. So take some fucking responsibility for that. Self-reflection is key when it comes to this. Stop fucking pointing fingers and blaming others and then inviting other people to your pity party that have the same problems as you. Because you guys might connect in a certain way because, each one of your family, there's a kid in each family that is a complete asshole. But it's not going to do anything for you. You can't grow as a man, leader, and father. You can't grow as a person, as a human being, if you're constantly just feeding into the negativities of other people's lives, and then you're inviting people into your life by complaining instead of solving. Take a step back. Accept that where you are currently, where you find yourself as a stepdad, it's your fault. If you can do that, if you can accept that for what it is, then you can begin to work on how to fix it, how to manage it, how to maintain it, how to balance it. But until you can be like, you know what? I get that the kids are being like this, or my wife's being like that, or the family members are being like this. But when it comes down to it, this is on me. If I'm gonna call myself a fucking leader, I better start leading sometime soon. And the first person that you need to lead is yourself. Lead yourself into this new life by figuring out ways to solve problems, to grow personal growth and development by reading books, listening to videos, so that when problems occur, when problems come, and they're gonna come, and it's gonna be floods of problems. When they come, you'll be able to handle them better. You'll be able to navigate yourself around the obstacles better because you're mentally ready for it. You can outthink and outsmart and outplan, and you can respond instead of reacting, and you can be empathetic and sympathetic, and you can be tough, but you can also be loving. But you can't get anywhere. You won't be able to do that as a stepdad, as a man, as a leader, and as a father until you can take a look in the mirror and say, fuck, it's my fault. Damn it, it's my fault. I gotta fix me first. I gotta stop reacting. I gotta stop doing that. Why is what they're doing affecting me? Why is it affecting me as a person? Why is it affecting me as a father? Why is it affecting me as a leader? Why? Why is it? I can tell you why it's affecting you. Real leaders don't allow outside circumstances to deter them from their goal. They just don't. They can't do anything. You can't do anything about it. That's like trying to respond to every negative comment on social media. It just wouldn't make fucking sense. You're just feeding fuel. You're fueling the fire of negativity. Instead, figure out a way to block out the noise. So no one's coming. No one's coming to solve your fucking problems. Take some personal responsibility, stepdads. Finish this year strong. Notice how I'm saying finish this year. We're in February. We're only in February. I'm saying finish this year strong because chances are there are going to be a lot of you who listen to this now in February, and then we'll listen to it again in like October, and it'll finally hit you. So wherever this video finds you, wherever this audio finds you, finish strong by becoming stronger. And take some personal responsibility. All right, guys. It's episode 170 of the show. Thank you very much again. Blessed, humbled, grateful, and I will talk to each and every one of you soon. Be well. Hey, thanks for listening to the show. Listen, if you know a stepdad who is in need of any of this information, do me a favor right now. Hit that subscribe button and share this episode with them as fast as possible. Did you do it? Okay, you did it.
Quiet on the set, please. Thank you, everybody.